Do 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 do.
This event just completely slipped my mind.
Oop.
Oh.
Four. Oh.
Moody. He's a medic. I don't know.
Sorry about that. Was
That's
going
fine.
to say hello and my hand slipped into my pocket
That's
instead.
not what you should say when you pull out a knife.
Oh,
Well, nice to meet you too.
yes, I'm very sorry about that, ma'am.
It's fine. Oh, what did you say your name was again?
My name is Robert Moody.
Robert
I'm a
Moody?
nurse with the department, yes.
Oh, marvelous. And then you, dear?
And then I'm medic Emmett Mason.
Emmett Mason. Well, Dr. Medic Mason. It's very lovely to have you as my doctor today. I honestly just I was told that I should probably have an annual or a physical. I'm not sure what it's called.
Oh yeah. And what? Your name's Pearl?
Yes, Pearl. Pearl. I had a brain fart for a minute there. My middle name is Jane, so Jane. And then Agnew is spelled Agnew, so like ag, and then new, like something new.
All right. Do you recently have a birthday?
Yes, September 14th.
So are you still 23 or are you 24? Or have you not had a...
Oh, I'm still 23.
Okay. Alright, any, medical concerns or anything?
Nothing in particular. I do have an old injury I neglected to have checked up.
Excuse me.
Fine, I think. I was shot in the lower left back around February. And it's really only left a small kind of raised bit of scar tissue, but nothing horrendous.
Alright. Oh, Moody, I think the surgery's changing location. It might be in
Oh, is it?
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to send a tip. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
I will head up that way. Thank you.
Okay. Any extra pains or is it just the scarring?
I can't believe I accidentally hit tab and pulled a knife. Because it pulls your first available weapon.
Do you know if there are any law in town?
I'm afraid I do not. Sorry, my friend. I've only just awoken myself.
Shoot. Yeah, I really need to speak to him. Kind of urgent.
You could telegram Law. That may do something. Or you can walk over toward the office.
Yeah, if they're not here, I'm gonna telegram them. This is something I can't let go.
I see, I see.
Cutie?
Let's see if I can catch him with the wagon, but then I saw you.
You alright?
Ah. The thing is almost gone. I just have like a little bit of something that won't leave me alone yet. I mean, I think I could get there on my own, but we're gonna go ahead and do it this way. Sorry, friends. I don't mean to cough in anybody's ear. Oh, it still pulls that first. Interesting. What happens if I... Okay. Howdy. Riding this big old chunky horse. We're gonna go past Riggs, because ideally somebody will have looked at the tip line and gone, no, it's not. But I don't have a notification. So we're gonna duck in here. I have nothing. Cool. I hope it is in Valentine and not Saint Denis, because the note on the medic board said Saint Denis, not Valentine. Actually, Valentine would make sense though, because that's where he was staying. Okay. This is a different way. I don't think I've ever gone this way before. Okay, so wolves. We're gonna trust that it's actually taking me the right way. Interesting that it took this way and not toward Limpany. Howdy. We're playing Robert Norton Moody. This is a straight way. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and go cinematic because I think we can. I don't think we're gonna need those. Jump into here. So we're on the clipboard but not the blackboard, which means we're clocked in on duty / but not that could be Fletcher. Howdy.
Mr. Moody present with us as well.
Dr.
Right.
Fletcher, how are you?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Mr.
Don't-
Moody,
Speedy arrival.
you. This is going to be wonderful.
You gonna make me wear a bell now?
No, but we've got some news for you to share. So,
Oh,
until Friday, the Sandini Medical Office is considered basically don't bother. A gang came in, robbed it, and when I say they stripped it, I don't mean they were gentle and wonderful with it. I mean they absolutely.
Dr. Fletcher. Dr. Fletcher.
Yeah.
I was there.
Wait, as in just now, the one that just happened today.
Today? No, it had already
there
got
was another
robbed
one today.
yesterday.
Yeah, yep, there was another one
goodness.
today. Good
Okay,
job.
Lord.
Mind, we're off the roads. After the roads, let's get on our seats. Let's go.
Well, all right. Noted.
Hold on, hold on. Why are you curious about us in the doctor's office? Oi! I'm going to strangle them. I'm going to strangle the sheriff's department.
Hey,
gonna
you be well in your rights, it sounds like.
All you have to... Oh, he pops in. It was like, okay. Walks right out. It's like, hey, how's it going? You're like, oh, it's going rather well, actually. We're preparing for surgery.
At the very least, you could say hello.
Yeah, you could at least say hello. Oh, my God. All right, that's...
Is there a file on this?
Yes, there is. Look for both of you to acquaint. Look for Rubin, spelled R-U-B-I-N. I will be back in a
not
moment.
under Wiley.
Well, it is Reuben Wiley. There is both, but just for simplicity, R-U-B-I-N, and the nurse will bring you forth the file. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pop a tip into the line saying, "Valentine, do not disturb," because I want to yell at you today.
Oh yes, I've seen this already. You'll notice at the very bottom of the file the additional notes from 3 days ago.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right.
It's actually That's actually part of why I wanted to be here for this.
Good, good. Okay, so there was a previous shunt.
Yes.
Good to know.
I believe part of the concern was the fracture to the skull, the hairline fracture, at the same time as the shunt. The concern was that it might not heal properly, or it might be at an odd angle, or something along those lines. And forgive me, I'm still putting names to faces and so forth. Your name again, ma'am?
Becker. Becker.
Yes, right. The toxicology lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Maybe wise to check if there's any buildup up here behind the eyes as well. Just to see if another shunt is needed.
When we saw him on the 8th, there was no fluid in the ears.
Oh, okay.
He had a splitting headache, but it could have been from the skull, not a concussion. Definitely worth looking at, though.
Knock, knock. Sorry,
Howdy,
is there any law in here?
No, this is the medical office.
Oh, well, I thought maybe sometimes there's law in here. Neither of you are law, are you?
They're actually both law. Just neither are on duty.
Sorry, Ed. Oh. Hey!
No,
What the shit?
I don't want nothing. That's a day's work. You can leave me out of it. No, God!
Jesus, sorry, I'm sorry, are either of you law people?
Off duty.
We are, but we're off duty. He's my fiance and he's about to go into surgery.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Mr. Rubin, if you'd like to come in and take a seat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need anything too serious.
We'll just have you sit out here. Dr. Fletcher's run down to the telegram office
Okay.
for the moment. He'll be back momentarily, and then we can get started.
Sure. I'll sit down.
Yep. We'll probably be going in the back, but you can get comfortable for the moment. Do you still have the headache?
A little bit. It's much better than it was.
But it is better. That's good. That's good. Anything else that we'd mentioned to be worried about? Dizziness, sleepiness, anything like that?
I didn't think I've been having trouble sleeping.
Right. Here he is.
I need to go put on something nicer for you. Hold on. It's like I'm taking him out to dinner.
I just need a moment in the back here.
Of course.
I swear, I like magnetize people wanting off of parole.
Oh, is that what he wanted?
Was that what he wanted?
Yeah.
There was a fellow that came up
in the
to me.
medical office for that?
Well, I think he was trying to find law in general, and just thought maybe if he came in here, we'd be able to point him towards some. But I mean, there was a posse that rode out maybe 2 minutes before he walked in. If he'd been a little quicker, he might have caught him.
I heard him say as we walked up, sometimes law are in here, which, you know, fair enough.
He's not wrong.
What did they do? Who do I need to...
Oh, no, you don't have to do anything. It's a fellow wanting off parole.
Alrighty. Oh, shall we have everything ready back there? And then you both... Who was it?
I was going to say Becker is back there. She said she was going to just take a moment and then...
Oh, splendid. Right. So
she may be prepping already. I don't know.
Splendid. Whilst Ali's taking a moment, we're going to run you both through the procedure. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, so this is for your understanding as well as ours. I gave you the overview yesterday, but once again to reiterate. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting you situated, set up to make sure we can keep you nice well hydrated for administering of medications and drugs, things like that. Following up from there, we'll obviously be essentially taking note of your vitals, pulse, breathing, things like that. Have a nice average to work with just in case, you know, they elevate or de-escalate at any point during the operation. Now, after that, we're going to be putting you right to sleep. Ether administration. You'll be counting back from 10 into a lovely, lovely dreamlike state where you'll be out of it. Next time you wake up, it'll all be done.
Holy Hannah, thank you for the follow.
Now, depending on your resistance to the ether, we potentially have anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes of work time, potentially longer if you're not very resistant to it at all, which will require one of us. You have the absolutely wonderful, as you can see. You have the Annie. Are you a doctor yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, right. You have the soon-to-be Dr. Becker, you have the wonderful Nurse Moody, and you have the, he's alright, Dr. Fletcher at your service. We will all be present in the room. One of us will, at all times, will be monitoring your condition from start to finish. Now, the surgical work itself is going to involve a few tools here and there. Scalpel, obviously.
Howdy!
Drill, but not quite the same drill I use for the shunt. It's going to be...
Oh, I didn't realize he did the shunt.
Over the site. We will fold back the skin, reveal what we're looking for, which will be, obviously, fracture site. Plate has already been prepared. It's ready to be slotted in, as it were. We'll be drilling 4 holes to prepare for the plate. Plate will be set in place. One of us will be holding it. The others will be screwing it in.
Putting a plate
everything is
in the back of this guy's head.
Once the plate is in, make sure all is sorted. Ensure that there's no other outstanding issues lingering in that lovely, lovely skull of yours that we can deal with then and there. If anything comes up, it may very well be we will close you up and inform you afterwards to say, we did not have enough time to deal with this. Potentially this is something we want to look at in the future. We'll keep you updated, obviously. If everything's wonderful in there, then it'll be wonderful, Rupert. After that, stitches, recovery. We might potentially
you did?
do a little bit.
Do you play somebody in Wild?
A little bit of cutting, just to
I love it when fellow players show up in chat.
Within the skin, as we stitch you back up again, could lead to an infection. But obviously, it varies from person to person. So don't worry, we might not have to do what we necessarily need to trim, as it. Do you have any
Regardless, welcome in.
Not particularly. I think all my questions I had I already asked a few days ago. Jane, you have anything?
Sorry, you say the procedure takes 15 or 50 minutes?
Yeah, the procedure can take, in an ideal world, the procedure is going to take roughly 15 minutes.
Okay.
Now, if there are any complications that could emerge, it could extend longer. The ether...
We haven't, but you're the Hannah with the exclamation point.
Could keep him under for 50 minutes. Or it could keep him under for 30.
We were all listening to Silas's music the other day.
We'll be monitoring him during this. If he shows any sign of waking, he will be re-administered with ether. In an ideal world, we will...
That was an aggressive way to say that word.
If you administer, the more complications that emerge. There's a... How do I put it? In an ideal world, you don't want to make someone a cocktail of drugs, but sometimes, because the drugs will obviously begin to interact with one another in ways that we can't necessarily predict. But, so we're keeping it nice and simple, nice and straightforward.
Hello, Ginger.
And going through it step by step by step.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I had to pull Silas and Mason in to actually chat with him when we were doing the checkup on the 8th.
Are you comfortable? And are you
because I didn't know what a plate.
I'm a little nervous, but
what a plate thing was.
I'm as ready as I can be.
All right. Now, in addition to that, Jane, where are you going to be waiting in Valentine? Where are you going to be lingering, just so we know where to come grab you when all is said and done?
As close as you'll let me. So.
All right.
As close as you'll let me.
To be beyond that door, but you will keep it locked. And if any deputies come in, I will be yelling at them. Because I've sent a tip into the law line and the ranger line saying Valentine officers currently do not disturb.
No
if they disturb us,
me.
Don't you worry. I'll take care of them.
Jesus, what?
Why'd you say it so ominously?
Oh, it's fine. We'll make him do a teapot dance or something.
Oh, I'll do worse than that.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
I know their bosses. Right. If you're ready.
I know their bosses.
Could the two of you escort Mr. Wiley to the back and get him situated, get him ready? IV in, get him nice and prepared. Maybe a little head massage as well, just while he's waiting.
All right.
A very gentle one, I assume.
No, very gentle, very tender.
See you afterwards, okay? I'm sure. I know this man is not going to go anywhere anyway, so I'm in good hands.
Oh, yes, he's not allowed to. You're not allowed to let him go anywhere,
No,
and
he's not allowed.
you are not allowed to go anywhere.
No, he's not allowed.
Do you want to fucking start this right now?
Do you want to fucking start this? I didn't start with his He'll be back before you know it.
He winks, blinks.
Tell him. Shut him off.
Alrighty. I'll see you soon, darling, okay?
I'll be right here.
You betcha.
Actually, technically, I can't be on that door. You know what I mean.
After you, sir.
So, for where you'll be waiting, it's just in
through
here.
there.
Okay. Unfortunately, this chair can be a little odd, so please feel free. If you have any paperwork you'd like to do,
just,
we do have...
Actually, yeah.
On the table?
We've got clipboards, we've got paperwork. This is a government facility. You can be doing it while you're in here. Just obviously keep in mind
whenever
you'll
you're
need to file
comfortable.
it in your own office when all is said and done.
Right.
But you can also have a bit of a cheat chat with the nurses. If you need anything to read while you're waiting,
Moody, would you mind setting up the IV kit? Here you go.
I would not mind at all.
We should all be
There we go.
All right. Now let's just check for a vein. There'll be a slight prick when we get there. And a call. Oh.
And our lady. Yeah. Oh, please do. If you get to her before I do. Alright.
Well, what have you been up to today, Ruben?
Oh, I don't like needles.
Well, that's okay. Just talk about your date, and we'll have this over in no time.
Oh, day's been mostly consisting of just being in bed.
I'm not going to be mean like that. I could do that. I don't want to.
A man that looked awfully familiar to Paxton Mac and working at the ranch.
Oh, God.
Not much
Do you
down.
stay at Pronghorn?
No,
Or another ranch?
Every ranch. Me and my uncle been running
Oh,
it.
I see.
Actually trying to get oars actually going out there.
Any particular food that you've been eating lately? Any?
Oh, mostly stew.
That's good. So keeping nice and healthy then. Good.
Stew and lots of macaroni.
Macaroni. Thank you, Hannah. We will. This will be fun, I think.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab some extra surgical supplies.
Wonderful.
Go ahead and grab the ether as well.
Look at this wonderful head of yours, Ruben.
It is wonderful, isn't it?
It is wonderful. It is. Look at that.
You're not shaving my hair off, are you?
In an ideal world, no.
I can't imagine myself bald.
You know the good thing about haircuts, Mr. Rubin?
What's that?
Well, in about 2 weeks, you can get a better one.
Oh, was that?
In about 2 weeks, if it's a bad one, you could get a better one.
Oh, because the hair grows back. People keep moaning about my, by the way. Or lack thereof. Ruben, I had a fellow, right? Actually, all of you. I had a fellow come up to me. I haven't seen this man in 8 months. What's the first thing he says to me?
What?
Where's your
Apparently
beard?
not hello. Oh.
No, it wasn't. It was, where's your beard? What happened to the beard?
Interesting.
It just, I couldn't believe it.
You know, I heard that fellow, actually, I think.
Yeah, that was Taros.
I looked at Silas and I said, Dr. Fletcher had a beard?
Yeah, I had a goatee. It was actually incredibly charming.
That's different. I have a beard.
You have a beard.
Goatee is different.
Yeah, it's a goatee is a goatee. People keep calling it a beard. It's like you don't understand. A goatee.
It's like a hat beard.
It's goatee's not a hat
It's
beard. Goatee's
not even a beard. I mean, it's a goatee. It's a fake beard.
Yeah,
Sort
it's
of
a
its own
mustache
thing, yeah.
beard. No, it's a mustache combined with a nice
Exactly.
bit of hair down there, as it were. I mean, I'm going to be growing it back. It's just people can make such a fuss about it. It's like it's my bloody face. Like, I remember the first words I heard Silas. Yeah, so the first words I got from Silas after I stepped out the barbershop chair was, and I quote, "This may have been a mistake."
Well, that's just Silas. You can't listen to everything he says.
It's been roughly 50-50.
I forgot to tell Jane something.
What'd you forget to tell her?
I got a telegram today saying our wedding rings are done.
Do you want me to go tell her? Or do you want to save it for afterwards?
I'll save it for after.
Alright.
Be a nice surprise.
Let's check this door. Perfect. Nice and locked.
Rightio.
Ivy is ready to go, Doctor.
Rightio. Ivy's on board.
Ether is ready to go.
Rightio. Right. Ruben?
Uh-huh.
We'll see you soon, alright?
Yep.
Alright.
I better.
You will be answering the...
Otherwise, I'm coming to haunt your
Jane.
asses.
If you'll haunt my ass, do me a favour. Tell the other ghosts to leave me alone, please. I'd like some privacy when I'm in the retreat.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that for
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Rightio. Miss Beckett, if you would.
Of course. Alright, Ruben, so I'm going to go ahead and just apply a mask to your face. It's going to have a bit of a hole at the top. I'm just going to drape a cloth over that hole. And as Fletcher said earlier, it's going to have you count down from 10, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Moody, if you wouldn't mind holding on to this mask, we just gotta get some of the ether on the cloth here. All right. Whenever you're ready, Ruben.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Interesting.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah, got pretty far. Quite resistant. Alright, means we're going to need to be working out a good... Can we perform the check just to make sure he's asleep? Give his hand a very nice tight squeeze.
All right.
This is where we now have to start, like, pulling back just a tiny bit. Because now Wiley's trying to respond to 3 people at once. No shave necessary. Because he doesn't want it.
All right.
Oh,
He is
some might be.
completely out.
Okay.
Splendid. Righty. As I'm just giving him a bit of preemptive, not going to cut away too much here, I just want to make sure we don't have any issues later down the line. Could we get some pain relief for allergic reactions? Considering the circumstances, I'm willing to break out the good stuff, potentially morphine.
Okay.
Just in case.
We do not apparently have any notes as to whether he is allergic to anything.
Rightio. Could we do an allergy test in the hand just to make sure? And then administration of morphine via the IV.
Yep.
All right.
If I may.
There you are.
Just doing a little scratch test here. Seems like we're okay as far as the allergic there, so we should be able to do that.
Rightio, could we get some morphine?
Should be good.
Splendid. Righty. Considering his resistance to the ether, we're going to be working at a nice, steady but efficient pace.
Doc, do we want to do muscular or via the IV?
We'll go via the IV, considering the circumstances.
All right.
What we'll do is, after the surgical work, we will give him something to go, as it were, which will likely be injected intramuscularly, get him set up with something in one of our clinics. But for now, we want a nice direct pain relief. We want something strong, just in case, on the flip side, he wakes up in the middle of this. We want to... Ideal world, he doesn't. But if he does, I don't want him to feel the fact that he's got, you know, a skull bare and open.
So we're thinking full dose?
Full dose of morphine.
All right. Would we like some cocaine paste to the area as well, just in case?
We'll leave out the cocaine paste for now.
Yeah.
Just so... we got the morphine on board.
Yep, that's all good.
Radio. So, during this, I'm going to occasionally have some ideas as we're going to be going through, but for now... So what we do is I'll just walk through. I know, Annie, you're familiar with this, but just for the sake of everyone in the room, as we're going through, you always cut down. You don't. It's not like you're cutting an apple. You don't just cut straight through and get out the slice you want. You cut down layer by layer by layer as best you can. Because in the ideal world, we're trying to, whilst we are inflicting damage, we don't want to inflict more damage than strictly necessary.
Right.
So in this case, it'll make it easier for us when it comes time to close to stitch him up when all's said and done. But in this case, considering the site, we're making an X-shaped incision just here, as you can see there, and here, and then... Annie, could you fold this back for me, please? Could you get that one? I'll get this one. Mr. Moody, if you could just get this side for me, please, as well.
Yes, sir.
Just fold it nice and gently back for me, you two, and we're going to take a look.
And he goes, well, what do we see?
Right, yeah. So from the preliminary examinations, we found a bump, which didn't seem to be drawing the eye too much. We want to confirm that as we go in. But in addition to that, we have the fracture site, which has been healing well, but to be quite frank, needs the plate. A small plate, not a big one. Luckily, we don't need to turn him into an Iron Man. There, you both see it? Just along here. That cheeky bastard.
Yep.
So last time we had him open, he required a shunt work on top of having a fracture. And as you can see here, this is where the bone paste was put in. It's healed up the outlying fractures beautifully. Now, as you can see here, mostly concentrated. There's some really large cracks here. This is what the plate's going to be for. And we're also, even while we're here, we've got the nurse brewing some bone paste in the corner. I love saying that, brewing. We'll be applying some additional once we're done. Now, during this,
Fletcher's such a lovely man.
Causing additional cracks or the damage to worsen, but at this point, in the ideal world, if it shows signs of causing considerably more damage, we'll just have to stop the surgery, apply bone paste, and reschedule. But if ideally we want to get the plate in place, so Mr. Moody, the bone drill. This time, slightly smaller one.
All right. We didn't mean for me to do it.
One here, 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 and here.
Because I
do the full,
said I would assist and observe. I wasn't going to lead this.
To screw the plate in place. Rightio. Now, what I'm going to ask for you to do, you have some gauze ready, some nice bit of damped gauze. There's going to be dust. Could you keep the area clear for me as we're working? We don't want any excess residue. Rightio. Let's do
I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna assume that I'm doing most of the assisting. Hey, there he is. We're putting a bone plate on the back of this dude's skull. Because he had a fractured skull, and then we had to do a shunt because he had a concussion, I guess. So we're putting a bone plate in place.
Alright, first hole is drilled. Now on to the second.
And yesterday, we robbed a bank. Not with this character. But we did. I'm surprised you hadn't.
Annie, could you do me a small favor?
Complications.
Could you just check Ruben's pulse for us, please?
I love the way that Fletcher does this.
There, little crack.
Yikes.
Right, that one's going to need some bones, but we can continue.
Okay, vitals are stable.
So this guy's out via ether. We've given him some morphine. I know. I don't know how he did that. I wonder if he had like walnuts or something next to him. And he could just... this is mostly RP.
Alright, nice and steady for this one.
This is mostly roleplay.
Nice and steady.
This has come out of he got shot down in a shootout at some point in the past.
Right. This bastard's on our good side. Last but not least.
There are a lot of things that do have mechanics. A lot of the medical RP is just helping other people tell stories, which I'm very much here for. It's great. We have a syringe that we can actually like pretend to take people's blood, which I used earlier for the IV going in.
Here we go. Come on. Nice and steady. Now, luckily, unlike the shunt, we don't have to go straight through the skull.
Yeah, dude, I enjoy this so much.
Into the cavity, so we don't.
And as soon as I got into medical, it was like
considering
suddenly I had 12 people who were all like, "Oh, so good to do stuff with you. We love this."
Keep in mind during the work. All right, holes are in position. Next stage, the plate. Annie, could you retrieve a plate for me, please? And Mr. Moody, if you would like to take hold of these screws.
Alright.
I'm going to be having you screw it in whilst Annie holds the plate in position. There we go. You know, maybe we should start offering people, like, plates with little cheeky things carved on it. Right here, Annie, Mr.
You mean you didn't carve something on this one already?
I was very tempted to carve Best Care Anywhere into it, but I was unsure.
SCDH, Best Care Anywhere. I'm very surprised you didn't. Alright.
You know I might do for the next one. Right here. So what you both are going to want to do is just to walk you through it is, Annie, obviously you're going to line up the plate to make sure the 4 holes of the plate on each edge are lined up with the 4 holes that we have made. Mr. Moody, once Annie has it aligned and in position, you will be screwing each screw into position halfway, not fully completely, but halfway into each of the spots. I will continue in a moment with the rest of the instructions, just so I don't overwhelm you both with more.
It's like yesterday we did a consult
it in nice and steady, making sure it's all
with a guy who had nerve damage.
Beautiful work. All work.
2 was the one with the crack. This one is the one I think that might have cracked a little bit, so trying to be a little more gentle here.
Good, very good.
That's a little tough, but we got it.
Alright, we're definitely going to need bone paste around number 2. I've already taken a mental note of it, just in case. Once all is said and done, as you can see, there were minor fractures already forming afterwards. Right here.
Alright, now for the 3rd one. Yeah, we wound up going over basically checking nerve pain with a pointy stick. It was great. That one was also a little tough. But now we're on to number 4.
Good to know he's got a hard head.
Alright, we are halfway in on all 4.
Rightio. So at this, we double check our alignment for each of the screws.
Which is Becker's job.
And once we are firmly sure of the alignment, we screw them in completely.
Oh, she's gonna make me do it. Spell it right. She's like, I've done this before. You get this one. Alright, Ruben. Alright, looks like we're good. I'm going to start from the fourth one and then do the first and then the two troublesome ones.
Right here.
No problem there. On to the first. Trouble there either. And to number 3.
Right here.
No, nothing there. And then now for this rascal.
All right. The problem child.
Crack seems to have just gotten a tiny bit bigger, but I think we are in. But alas, the screw goes in. Yep, we are in.
Alright. Annie, you're free to shift your hand. If you would like to handle the administration of bone paste to those cracks to make sure that we don't have any complications moving forward. Mr. Moody, excellent work.
Thank you, sir.
Righty.
Get out your way there, Miss Becker.
Oh, no, you're quite all right.
It's just looped the whole way around the table. So, Guff, I will show you the homebrew mechanic after this, which is all the paperwork that we get to track.
Just taking a look, seeing if there's anything else that stands out here before we close up.
Always splendid.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything, which is good. This paste will be in just a moment. I know there was shunt concerns
Of course you
during his
do.
initial appointment. Is there any potential for brain bleed that may be still occurring? Or
No initial brain bleed recorded, no note of excess fluid escaping the nose. Patient has had a note that in an injury some time ago they did suffer a brain hemorrhage, however, survived after the, well, to put it bluntly, after the expected time. So he's recovered well from it. Only other massive concerns we've had so far is considering the repeated damage to his cranium, potential seizures, if he suffers even, well, repeated impacts.
Right, and he's sure to take concussions easier now.
Okay. And paste this in.
Righty. Who would like to stitch him up?
I mean, Mr. Moody, if you would like.
Right, yeah.
Does seem to be the offering.
You know, maybe we should get some surgical dice in here. Sure. You know.
It's a surgical coin to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
We could.
Right, yeah.
Rolled a 2. Alright, does a particular type of stitch matter?
Make it nice and clean and pretty.
Fair enough. And are we doing each layer separately?
Predominantly just the top layer.
Very
just
good.
Bring it together.
Pulse is a bit elevated here, so...
Potential sign of waking.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to come to. But this is alright. We prepare. Adrenaline, sorry, pardon me, not adrenaline. Morphine's on board, pain relief. I'll at least kick around for another 30-45 minutes.
Just don't let him sit up out of my reach.
Reuben?
That's cold.
Alright.
Reuben, it's me. You are doing beautifully. We are quite literally almost finished. You need to stay nice and still for us, alright? And we'll make it nice and warm. We'll get Jane, and everything will be wonderful, okay?
Okay.
Good man, good man. No nodding, no nodding, no nodding, okay? No nodding. Just stare into my beautiful, beautiful eye. How are you doing, Reuben?
Because he's only got one.
Cold.
Cold?
It's freezing in here.
Yeah, it is a bit chilly, isn't it?
Do the stitches.
It's alright,
Just
we're
gotta
working on getting...
make sure these stitches hold. We're good. Alright.
Rightio. Good old salvage bandage. And then, Reuben, we'll go get Jane, alright?
Okay.
Okay, you have done beautifully. I'm very proud of you.
Wish we had some cupcakes on him.
Elk.
Yeah, reminds you of the elk. I don't think I've told these two the elk story.
Oh, I should tell them. It's a fun journey.
You want me to tell them the elk story? Alright,
Yeah,
you
tell
two.
them the elk story.
So, there we were, doing an autopsy in Valentine, right? Reuben was with us because he had requested it, and it was a potential murder. So we were all very, trying to figure it out. But this fellow, he had a broken neck, a broken spine. So here we are, getting everything done and sorted. And he's got 3 puncture wounds, and in the largest puncture wound, there it is. There's a piece of organic matter that's got a velvety feel to it. We are stumped, but I'm staring at it thinking, this is pissing me off, because I distinctly think I recognise this. I'm thinking, what is this? Emmett's stumped, Reuben's stumped, and eventually we all agree we're going to go out to where the fellow was found, and we're going to go check the area. Bear in mind, this is about an hour and a half of discussion. We get out there. We get to the bottom of the cliff, and there we are. We're having a chinwag. And I look at them and I say,
he
right,
loves
it's not the
having
tree
a
branch.
chinwag.
It's not the tree branch at all, right? Because the tree branch is organic, but it's not like a bone. Okay, but it's not the rocks, because rocks are inorganic. I look at the top of the cliff and I say, all right, you two, Imagine you're enjoying the view in Cumberland Forest. And there you are, looking around, when suddenly you turn back and something hits you in the chest and leaves 3 puncture wounds, heavy bruising, and you get pushed off a cliff. At which Emmett goes, "You don't think it was a bug, do you?" And I say, "We should go check." So the 3 of us, there we are. We go up there. Reuben gets out his pump and all that, you know, and we all line up. And I get some bait, and I say, right, we're going to see if we can't lure in an elk. And if we don't get one, we'll have to just go hunting in Cumberland, because we need to compare, we need to cross-reference. So there we were. And then, bait goes down, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And then, around the corner,
sound effects.
this brilliant white elk, this stag, emerges.
It was so bright.
It was so bright.
It was shining.
And we shot the shit out of it.
It was bleeding everywhere.
It was bleeding everywhere. It wasn't a white elk by the time we were fishing. But there we were. We all ran up to it. Got the sample and we confirmed that poor fellow was murdered by an elk in Cumberland Forest.
Oh my.
And that's the story.
Goodness.
That was a day where Emmett Mason and William Fletcher became a detective.
Just call me Range Detective Doctor.
Senior.
Range Detective Doctor. Do we want to give this young feller a dose or half dose of morphine to his thigh?
We'll leave out the morphine just for the time being.
All right.
Just for another 15-ish minutes or so.
Sure.
We'll just want to let the old stuff wear off. And then, Reuben, you want us to go get Jane?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Could you two just wait for Reuben for a moment?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go get some blanket.
Yep. You did real well, son. Real
Oh, that's
well.
good to hear. I didn't bleed everywhere, did I?
Fella, you hardly bled at all.
Oh, that's good. No, that's warm.
Yeah.
Tuck, tuck, tuck.
It's keeping you nice and cozy. You did very well. There we go. Well. You feeling nice and comfortable? Do you want an extra pillow or anything like that?
A pillow would be nice.
Okay. Mr. Moody, if you wouldn't mind just lifting his head for me.
Yep.
Hey,
Can do.
darling.
Oh, hi, beautiful.
Hi. How are you feeling?
I feel like a kite.
Yeah. Feel all floaty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like cows jumping over the moon. That's good.
Yeah.
It's I didn't bleed everywhere.
No, you didn't bleed everywhere.
I think that's a good thing, right?
No, we don't want blood on the outside. We want blood on the inside.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, these two are adorable.
I mean, they're engaged.
Oh.
Mr. Wiley, do you remember the thing you wanted to tell Miss Jane?
There's a thing.
There is a thing, yes.
Oh. A thing.
Very important thing. You mentioned you just got a telegram.
Oh, right. Jane.
Yeah.
The rings.
What about the rings? Are they done?
Yeah, they're done.
Really?
Uh-huh. Alonzo telegrammed me saying all the rings are done.
That's wonderful news.
Yeah.
It's so
I'll start
adorable.
planning after you feel better.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah. Do you want Flatbit to officiate?
You know, that's a good idea.
If you want to.
Yes, sure, I'll do it.
Mitch already appreciated one of my things, so it's good.
Do we not have a sink in here?
Where is Mitch?
I am sure he is tucked into bed.
Oh, that lousy slander.
Yeah, he
Oh,
mentioned
man.
right before he went out that the wedding rings had been finished.
He works very hard.
I assume that's just a roleplay thing, but I don't know.
I haven't heard a telegram from him in months.
It's really not nice, is it?
You know, me and Thomas and him were supposed to go on a hunting trip months ago.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Oh. Well. Next time I see him, I'll be sure to remind him.
Pull him by the ears for me.
I don't know if I can do that, Ruben.
Sure you can.
I have a question for you both.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be headed out to Strawberry soon. Ruben and you, would you like to be checked into long-term care in Strawberry, or at least a night in Strawberry, or did you want to take him home? What was the plan?
Oh, whichever you think is better. I
heard Deja Brew's going on.
It is. We could. You know what? That's an excellent idea. Let's take him to Deja Brew. You know what? He'll stay in the coach, but it'll be good for them to see the fact he's functioning.
Are you sure that that's a good idea? He just.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean,
I
you're
think it's
a
a
doctor. I'm
wonderful
not gonna.
idea.
I'm not gonna...
Think
It
about
also-
it. Cupcakes, lemonades. Maybe we can power stance at criminals again.
No, you will do no such thing.
Oh. Grady, please.
Ugh, I can't say no to that face.
I know you can't. Come on, it'll be fun.
Push it.
It'll be fine.
Radio. Let's get Mr. Wiley into the coach.
I can't believe you're suggesting this.
Rightio. I'll make sure the coach is all ready. Jay?
Easy.
Mr. Wiley, I'll just take you under the arm here. On three. Alright.
Oh, my head feels heavy now.
Yep, that's okay. You'll get used to it.
Nice and steady, Ruben.
Alright. And right this way.
Alright. Come on, Eli. Let's get it sorted. Oh, I'll keep this door open. Alright. Would you two prefer, where would you prefer long care after date? We've got you sources.
I
Strawberry
don't
or
know.
Blackwater? Just for simplicity.
I'll figure it out.
Maybe strawberry. I know you were just there above, but it might be for the best.
Strawberry might be already be sorted. The nurses already know by first name at this point. Okay, when we get Blackwater, we're going to need to send a tip into medical team. Three folks are on the way here to Valentine about 15 minutes ago from the Annesburg area. To be quite frank, they might arrive as we're leaving, but I don't particularly want to linger too much. Just as we're keeping things mobile. After Blackwater, I want to go check out Strawberry, but also just to keep you all informed, we've heard news of multiple injured individuals out in the roads area. The team who are going to be arriving here in Valentine have been redirected to head there. I'm sure they'll check the tip line when they come in. Jane, you're
that's not ominous.
Right,
I am.
So.
Yeah, Jane, you're off duty.
I am off
You tell her.
So are you, Mr. Wiley.
Yep.
That means no power stancing, right?
That means no power stancing. Yes.
No power stancing for you.
Well, you're off duty too. That's not fair.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the one who just got surgery.
We can change that if you want.
No, please. I'd rather not.
I love saying that to people. Coach.
This is where I actually meant to hop up.
Taking it nice and steady.
Yeah, so he dropped the thing about the rings like right before we did the ether. So he didn't have very long to actually like talk about it.
Hey, Ruben, guess what?
Oh, yeah?
I love you.
I love you too, Jane.
Oh! I got you.
Oh, they're so cute. I wonder how he lost his eye.
I realise it feels like we're headed to Strawberry. That's because I was thinking too much about the strawberry.
Just automatically start heading there.
Strawberry.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
remember when you were the senior deputy there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a bad time.
Oh. Well, now that you're the senior deputy of Valentine.
It's always muddy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People there are weird.
That's what makes it like, you know, play special.
It's one word for it.
We are basically to Strawberry. Oh no, we're not.
We're ahead of everyone else.
What?
How do you mean, Doc?
I don't know. I just thought of it and I just started laughing and I realised that when I laughed to myself, people say it's a little unsettling, so I thought I'd explain what I was laughing at. Oh, bless you.
I can go ahead and send in a tip once we get there.
Radio. We'll send a tip, we'll hover here for a little, and then we'll be heading to Strawberry, or at least I will be, because it's where I said I'd meet up with the others. Or at least Bella. Because allegedly there might be something going on at Pronghorn. Allegedly.
Once we get to the office, I can throw myself on the blackboard, be around for a bit longer.
Ready to go. Seeing a horse outside the metal office. Potentially someone stood there. Could we also get something? Actually, I'll grab some GSC when we're at the office.
We're going to need to test him for allergy unless he knows already whether he is allergic.
Yep. Actually, if you... Could I trust you with that, Mr. Moody? Well, I want to go see if Ruben's friends are over there at Deja Brew. Jane?
Certainly.
Yes.
Keep an eye on your boo, as it were, Mr. Moody. I trust you with them.
What? I'm independent.
Now to the office.
Just gotta make sure you're okay.
Or to one of the tents. Would you like a tent?
Yeah, tent's fine.
Alright.
Not the one on the left here, the first one.
Alrighty. How's the second one sound? Or the one on the right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
we'll
this
go...
one.
Alright, that one sounds good. We'll get you situated, and then I'll be right back with that grapeseed extract. Do either of you happen to know, are you allergic to grapeseed extract, Mr. Wiley?
I don't think so. I've had it so many times.
Okay. Very good, very good. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Of course. Howdy, friends. Howdy, friends.
Depending on those schools.
They are awful close. Oh, I know that guy. I mean, Moody doesn't, but I recognize him. Alright, now Mr. Wiley, we're going to go in through your thigh. That way this pain relief will linger for about the next 8 hours or so.
Okay.
Sound alright to you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, Jane, you mind distracting him? He apparently doesn't like needles.
I don't like needles, they're sharp.
Here, Ruben.
Uh-huh.
Remember that really nice gift I gave you right before we had to go get that surgery?
Mm-hmm.
What was it again?
There's my gun.
Your gun?
Mm-hmm.
And what does it look like?
I was like, it's like black and the rose gold and talk rip.
Oh.
Yeah.
And gosh, what's it called again?
It's called Perfect Time.
Here we go. Just a nice little pinch, and you're all good.
Oh,
and that's it.
Thank you.
All right. Keep an eye on things. If he starts complaining about it hurting, Mr. Wiley, you should sit back down.
You should sit down, love.
I want to stand up, though.
I know, but you should just sit down. Remember, you had surgery.
Just keep an eye on his pain levels. When the GSE starts wearing off, we can give him something small, orally taken, just to pad things, aspirin or something along those lines. Depends on where he's at with his pain. Otherwise, just keep an eye on things just like you normally would. Look for swelling, that sort of stuff. Otherwise, hopefully he'll be on the mend in no time.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Moody.
Of course. My pleasure. All right, Mr. Wiley, you only sleep when it's time to, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright.
Look at all the white hats. Holy crap.
That's fine. It's okay, don't worry about it.
Okay, He has a concussion. It's still residual problems. I've given him Hopseed in hopes it kind of helps with the brain health and some of the inflammation that might still be about.
Oh, Mason checked this out last.
Rightio, understood. Where is Ruben? In the tents, maybe?
He is. He's in the one on the right.
Yeah, I tried to encourage his friends to go, but currently they're falling over themselves laughing about something which sounded incomprehensible.
Alright.
Tomorrow I will make sure, Bella, that I am around. Well, obviously I'm going to be around regardless, but I will be about just in case to be your second, as it were. You said Saint Denis, right?
Yes, he was pretty insistent on it being tomorrow, so...
Are you dueling somebody, Doc?
Am I dueling someone?
Sorry, the way I put that, I'll be your second, makes it sound like I'm about to shoot someone for you.
Just a little concern there, that's all.
No shooting. No shooting anymore. Alright, now I'm really gonna go to sleep.
Bella.
I'll write the rest of his there wasn't a lot. It was just I gave him.
And we put ourselves on the blackboard.
Are those not playing nice?
Wait, what?
No, I'm feeling petty, beg pardon. No, it's alright.
Oh, everything was fine. It was already resolved by the time I got to Strawberry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they came in, they said, oh, the Bellatrix, is that you? I said, yeah, that's me. They said, oh, well, if you were, we don't know if you are, but if you were,
he's working on it actively
here,
right now.
You know, or hear about what was going on at Pronghorn, it's been taken care of. I said, oh, I'll go now.
Rightio.
Deputy Beaumont here.
Hello.
Got a tip in about Hooker being badly hurt in Armadillo. We're
Oh,
gonna head down
no.
there, but do you mind just keeping an eye on the tip line? We might call for you pretty soon. I just want to make sure it's safe there before.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Okay, thank you.
Travel safe, you two. Be good.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go sleep in a tent.
Rest, go sleep.
Right, good to see you very briefly, but hello.
Yes, you as well, Doc.
you already, Bella.
Yes, I'm gonna go find a bottle and snuggle it.
Why?
Reasons.
No, reasons.
People not be.
This one's free, just in front of me.
Okay, I go sleeping now.
Well, I told them you were over here, but they're too busy falling over themselves, something about corn kernels and just dropping to the floor.
Okay.
The usual.
Yeah, the usual.
Oh, thank you for trying.
I tried. I said, you know, Ruben's in the tent. They were like, ah, and they just kept on falling over. I was like, are you high?
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I'm sure they'll come over and visit.
I mean, currently having a chin. It seems like some of the pronghorn folks are over there, a little chin wagging. So. Right, yeah. I'm going to go kick Leon in the arse.
Okay.
Dr. Fletcher, you need a stew or anything like that?
I am alright for the time being.
Alright. I'm gonna run over to the saloon. I'll be right back.
Rightio. Annie's already headed down to to bloody... Alright, I hate this. I hate it when they do this. We've got a tip in from a deputy in bloody Rhodes saying someone's injured down in Armadillo. We don't know the specifics, but we're going to go check it out. Well, why are you telling us that if you're in Rhodes? Why don't...
Well, and they just stopped by here.
Yeah, they just stopped by here to do the exact same thing. If someone's bleeding out in bloody Armadillo, don't send us a telegram from bloody roads, because
No,
it looks
please
suspicious
don't.
as all hell.
Alright, I will be
Okay.
right back.
Right. Give him a little nudge over there and see if we can't, but otherwise might end up heading down that way to support ammo.
I left my hat in Valentine. It's fine. When I'm going to use this because I feel like this will... Yep. Filled it all the way. I like the little clap he did there. I think that's Emerson.
No, it's not. Well, it can be. Your friend's fresh out of surgery and would like to see you. Go inside now. Go on.
Go inside now. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
One of those days, huh?
One of those days. We got another surgery lined up tomorrow.
Cool.
Elio, that'll be... We've got to break his clavicle and his arm.
Oh dear.
And then reset them.
Right. They healed wrong, I assume?
Yeah, they did. Nastily. Not great. And then after that, probably after Elio, I'll then be later on headed to St. Anita. But Bella, and then the day after that, we've got another surgery, which is grafting surgery for Deputy Wainwright.
Oh. What happened to him?
Good question. I would need to double check the file. For that one, I'll be assisting Birdie for the better part of it. But there's he's been wearing a mask.
Oh, so I assume
to hide the damage.
Something to the face then, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a pity.
Yeah, we're going to do what we can, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Poor feller. I hope it works, honestly.
Any update from Armadillo?
None whatsoever. Nothing at all.
I can't believe she's doing that. Actually, I can. It's Clementine. Senior Deputy Winwood, bless her heart, but she's not good at the whole communication thing. She doesn't quite get it that if, you know, if she's sending us a telegram from Road saying, well, there's something going on in Armadillo, we don't know what's going on. It's like, well, what do I put it? It's the heads of the Hydra don't know what they're doing. You know, as we've noticed, we had two deputies ride up and say, hey, Hooper's injured down in Armadillo, can someone go help? Or we're going to go confirm it, make sure it's safe, and then can someone come down there? You know, we get that tip on the line. It's just like, well, yeah. I'll check on our little munchkins. They were dying of laughter a minute ago.
Hello, friends. People who are here. Guff, are you back? You're not. That's fine. Coastal! Is that you? Do I see a coastal city? I thought I did. We had an interesting conversation with Mr. Quinton earlier, which Coastal, you're gonna want to watch the VOD for. Probably, just because you're interested in the Ivy related things. It is highly likely that Mr. Abdul won't see her much in the future. It's kind of okay. I will happily roleplay with her if it comes up again, but we'll see what happens there. In the meantime, we're doing things with Moody. Quite a bit. I think Abdul might actually, like, we got to talk it through with Thistlebrook, but Abdul might actually, like, not leave the crossing entirely, but he'll be gone a lot, I think. Documentation list of local staff. Oh, yep. Hey, we kept it. Cool. Dr. Pig, mascot, not a certified doctor, is a pig. Should be shooed out of office if any treatment is ongoing or is to occur. Empathetic, likes to sit at side of injured patients, so will try to wander inside. Local nurses have occasionally reluctantly let him into the ward for overnight emotional support at patient insistence. That's really funny. Vulture checkup, we did that. Yeah, so there's no reason to go there now. Oh, okay. That's where this is. So this is all easy to get to stuff. Yep. So here's what I was talking about earlier. We have 4 senior doctors. Dr. Connor, who is orthopedics and trauma surgery. Dr. Margot, general surgery and general medicine. Dr. Trix, Bella, trauma pathology. Dr. Fletcher, who's general surgery. And we got Dr. Allegra, who does internal medicine and pharmacology. Dr. Owen McConnell does trauma medicine and pathology. And then Colonel Oliver Quimby, trauma surgery, infectious and tropical diseases. That's played by my friend Snail Jam. And then nurses, we got Blanche. Oh, okay, so Blanche is a nurse. Very cool. So there's at least 2 of us around. Riley Cameron and Vivian Kane, in addition to myself, Robert Norton Moody. We don't have a senior. And then for the medics, we have Birdie White, who is a senior. We got Becker, Cliff Hemlock, I don't know, Dugald Little, Emmett Mason, Juliet Walker, that's Hannah, Holy Hannah, who was here earlier, Keziah Prim, Konstantin Zolotov, Lottie Carter, Madeline Bonnet, Matthew Vandevar, I just saw his name pop up in the Discord, Peregrine, who we know, Peyton Evergreen, Silas Owsley, Sonia Payton, Sophia Fairhaven, Veronica Dames, who we've worked with, Tess Cassidy, I believe we've met, and then somebody named Melissa Weiser. Cool. Anything?
No, no update, no information.
Yeah, that's possibly ominous.
Yeah.
Possibly
it
just
could also
fine.
just mean that it's all been sorted and they're not
Right.
communicating, which, unfortunately, trying to get people to sort things out.
We should make a lot of them. We should make a lot of them take your field medic course, or at least the back half of it.
Yeah, communication. Well, Clementine did, by the way. She's just not.
Yeah, she just did it from the wrong place.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, I'm just going to telegram to this fellow who sent a tip to the line. Just want to make sure he knows we got it and we've received him.
Sure.
Just bless us.
Howdy.
Seriously, can't laugh anymore. Thank you, Fletcher.
What?
Oh my god. I see it.
Howdy, friends.
Howdy.
Hi.
Miss Jane.
Hello, Mr. Moody.
Oh, he got so far. Yep, so we need more people in the department. Oh, now we need help. All right, now they've tipped about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right.
Help needed in Armadillo.
Is he alright for long-term care here, or...?
Yeah. He
Alright.
wants to go home, but I don't have my horse, and I'll just tell him.
Yeah. You just let us know, or if you need to, you're happy to take him there, take him to court, and let us know.
I have marked us as responded.
Beautiful, Mr. Moody. Alright, what are our details?
That I don't know.
Alright. Was it just now please come kind of situation, or?
I didn't open it. I ran out to talk to you and then forgot to actually look at it.
I'll be honest, I do the same thing. We always ask what's going on by the time we get there regardless, so.
Right, yep. The title was all in capitals, if that means anything.
That means they're bad at communication.
Right. Well, I guess prep for multiple down and pray that it's not.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yep, sounds good. As we do.
As we do. It's really coming in.
It is. I wish I hadn't left my hat back in Valentine. Huh. Oops, that's the sweater. I don't need the jumper. I need the jacket. There we go. That's the worst when you reach in your bag for one thing and pull out the other.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
I walked into, when I woke up earlier, I walked into the Blackwater office and went to say hello to Emmett and the nice lady he was chatting with, and went to clear my throat, and for some reason I decided to pull the knife out instead.
Oh, God.
Mortifying. Let me tell you, mortifying.
It's alright, I've drawn a weapon before now, shouldn't I? And it was a revolver.
Oh, that's...
They were like, you're right. I'm like, yeah, just making sure it's slip-free, you know, just in case something happens. Yeah. Gotta make sure it's ready. Gotta make sure it's not sticking to the leather.
I typically leave my guns on my horse if I'm on duty. But
and then
easier
sidearm, just in case.
Easier to just hand off a knife and a cleaver to a deputy if we have to do something in an office.
9 times out of 10, I'll just take off my gun belt, leave it at the door, and I'll say, right, get on in there. You know, I've got no weapons on me, and the scalpel in the medical bag. But if you ever treat someone and they basically go for your scalpel or things like that, the situation, regardless of what occurs, ideally, you know, all is well, gets resolved. That person, we're getting, how do I put it? Not going to be as warm and cuddly in the future. That person in the future will just get sent straight to Sisika to be treated. We're not going to treat them in the cells if they're going to act like that.
I mean, and to a certain point, it's like, well, I can disarm me all you like. I got the scalpel, I got the bandages, I got a number of different ointments and such. I'm sure I could mix something up if I needed to, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, riders.
You folks are going to move, you folks are going to move.
Howdy.
Yeah, I mean, Christ almighty, we can kill someone with one of the syringes easily.
Oh.
I mean, all you have to do is not flick the air out of it.
Right. Simple.
Well, yeah, simple. It's so scary how easy it is for us to kill someone. And let's be honest, one of the deputies, you know, if someone, like, let's say one of us did that, you know, you make an injection, there's an air bubble in it, person dies. All they're going to find is a single injection site. Oh, well, we injected them a GSC. You'll find the GSC in the system if the blood test gets run. That'll be it. That's it. It's terrifying. That's why we have to make sure everyone's, you know, pretty much on the up and up. can't trust anyone with just responsibility. It's why the deputies don't quite understand when I throw a fit when they say, "Oh yeah, we let this criminal treat someone as one of the medical officers," and I said, "You did what? You do? I'm not going to go there. Actually, I will later. Right, I'm going to run and send our check-in tip. Could you? Hold on, that might be. Is that Annie there? I do not know. Right, I'm back in a moment.
Here's the doctor. Hello.
Howdy. Pardon, I need to...
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, nope, I'm sorry, wrong tent. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Are you ladies all right?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, deputies.
Hello.
Hello.
How are things? Do I need to be running over to the office?
There is some people in there I think might need your assistance.
All right. I know Dr. Fletcher's around as well. He was running to the telegram office. I was just checking the tip line real quick.
Sure.
All right. Heading that way.
Right.
Just seems more injured people than expected. Local medics wanted our assistance.
There you go.
Also, somebody from the transit authority wanted me to check in.
Radio. Hello, hello. You
Miss Boswell.
Howdy.
How are
I guess
you?
you did it in roads.
Alright. Okay. Let's go see what the mess is.
More medics are here.
Thank God. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Becker.
Howdy. Okay, Lee, if you want to take the pressure off of the 2 gunshot wounds to the chest there. One of the medics here can step on in. We
Okay.
should be able to take it from here.
Alright,
We'll do
do
our
one of
best,
you
okay?
guys want to get ready?
It's
to take
Mockerman.
Mr. Moody, all yours.
Of course.
over? Alrighty. There's 2 gunshot wounds right over here where my hands are. Just pressing.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, I'm letting go in 3, 2, 1.
And I'm taking over.
Do we have any more walking wounded in town?
No, he was... It's a execution attempt.
Shit.
Okay.
Who tried to kill Hooper?
Owners, or didn't you find one?
I am.
So we've got 3 gunshot wounds
Right,
to the
2 to the
left side
chest
of his
here.
chest here.
Uh-huh.
I'm currently working on one that has an arterial bleed. There's 2
Ooh.
through and through,
Yep.
1
Okay.
lodge. He's very, very pale. We need a blood donor, like,
Annie?
now.
I'm clocking off duty. I'm now your blood donor.
Okay.
Macy.
It's
Hooper.
Yes.
All right. Whoever is going to be the blood donor, we just need one as soon as possible.
right.
So,
Love. How are you
Fletcher.
feeling?
Well,
all
my
right, Moody.
stomach hurts a little.
If you
but
wouldn't mind taking a look
think I'll
at
be
that
okay.
second through and through.
All right. You're still recovering.
There's an arterial bleed
I'll
within
give
that
blood,
one as
right?
well. I haven't been able to do anything with it as of yet. I did have to give him just a very minor dose of liquefied cocaine, just
Okay.
to get his heart rate going because his pulse is it's weak. It's very weak. I can barely feel it.
How long has he been there?
And the lodged injury is packed, but you know, just gotta get these arterial bleeds sorted.
Fletcher, he's gonna pull through, right?
Work has just begun. I'm going to have to say now, if you are not necessary to be in this office, please wait outside.
Okay.
Thank you all very much.
This one looks like it was close range, I think.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I have to get something from his pocket.
Alright, I'm still...
Thank you, doctors.
Still holding
No
pressure
worries.
on this one spot.
Yeah, but we don't know.
All right.
So the
Fletcher, are you going to be the blood donor?
I'll be the blood donor. Where do you want me?
Okay. I would say if you wouldn't mind just taking a seat right next to us here.
Right.
That'd be great.
Oh, he's still not up. Okay.
Do you want me to get it
All
sorted
right.
out with the local nurse, or are you going to be taking care of it?
I'm gonna go ahead and get you all set up here while Moody takes a look at the other arterial bleed and through.
Prime English. He'll be swearing by His Majesty by the end of the week.
And you've eaten, you've avoided alcohol.
Yes.
Any
Yes,
medicine
I've
this
had
week?
eaten no medicine this week, no alcohol, and I have eaten on the regular. I have not been injured recently, and I do consent to take blood and do understand what it will be used for.
Alright, let's see where this arterial is.
Because Emma, no walking wounded are located in town. Hooper's in for emergency work. I'm going to be giving blood and going off duty immediately afterwards. Other than that, we have Maisie Love outside who could potentially do with a checkup if she's willing. Could you two, if not busy, give her a little nudge for that? Thank you.
Whatever happened to him, it was very intentional.
Attempted execution.
Yeah. Okay. Moody, the moment you have the arterial bleed stitched up, let me know and I'll start this blood transfusion.
Got it. Alright, got the clamps in place.
How are his vitals looking?
I'll check his pulse.
Alright, spiral stitch for the that one I remember. Spiral stitch for the arterial.
Good work, Mr. Moody. You're doing beautifully.
we need to go ahead and grab some bellows. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right.
I'm nearly done here with this. Just checking to make sure these stitches hold on the material.
Moody, as soon as you unclamp the artery there, just go ahead and start the blood transfusion.
Alright. Okay, very good.
No, come on.
Alright, blood transfusion has begun. It is
24 minutes to the hour. Blood transfusion will stop at 19 minutes to the hour.
very good, thank you.
Don't worry, I'll monitor it. I'll start squealing if it's in too long.
Alright. Okay. What's the next step? Do we want to get this large bullet out? Do we want to close up through and throughs?
Yeah, we just want to get that through and through closed up there.
Okay.
Alright, come on.
Alright, Becca, what do you need?
We've currently got medicine injected into him. You know, we've got everything we can to increase his heart rate here.
Deep breath, Annie. Right, heart rate was low. Got everything on board medicine-wise that you can. You got a blood transfusion going. Moody is doing a through and through. We've still got a bullet lodged. What do you need?
He's got a second through and through still, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just need a pair of hands on the through and through.
Breathe, Annie. You're okay.
All right, Becca, outside, please. Thank you. All right, pleasure. Keep an eye on that clock for me.
It's alright. 2.5 minutes remaining.
I'm just checking here for any internal damage. I don't want to sew anything up if it's open on this through and through.
Good check, Mr. Moody.
Fletcher, with your free hand, can you just tighten up a ligature on that other through and through?
Of course.
Just to slow the bleeding. I'm just gonna recheck his heart rate and his breathing, see what I can do.
Take a breath there.
Alright, Moody, Fletcher, do you know what medications he's been given? He had a stimulant, pain
I do
relief?
not. We walked in after Becker had started.
Becker, have you given any stimulants?
I've given him Persetin, and I've given him just a minor dose of liquefied cocaine to try to kick up that heart rate a bit.
Okay, good. Thank you. Perfect.
There's some epinephrine to your left as well, in case
Yeah, we might be getting to that.
Fletcher, you feeling okay?
I'm alright. 1 minute remaining.
Okay.
Moody, as soon as you're done with that first through, I want you to swap her to the other, okay?
Of course.
I've tied off to slow what I can, but I can't do much with just hand.
It's a little tough to make out at the moment.
And once it's safe to do so, what I'd like you to do is get his 2 legs. I want you to raise them up as high as you can without tearing anything. I want to force all his blood back down here.
Okay.
4, 5.
Come on, Hooper. I'm not looking at that one. I'm looking at the through and through.
End of blood transfusion. I can stop it with you 2 hands full, alright?
Yep.
Fletcher, I can help with that if you want.
Of course. Could you get the one out of my arm, please, Annie? I'll get the one out of Hooper's.
Okay, I don't seem to be able to find any internal damage in the through and through, so I'm just going to start closing this up.
Right.
If it's not an emergency, Moody, the rule for right now is close it up. So as long as it's not arterial bleed, as long as it's not major blood vessel or... Close it.
Yes, ma'am.
Less holes is the best right now. You can always do a further surgery another day.
Using silk here.
Annie, how are you feeling? Got your breath back?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Good.
I'm gonna tag with you, alright? I'm gonna go sit outside. I'll play distraction for the deputies, alright? If you need to take a step out at any point, you come and you just come take a step outside, alright?
Yep.
You do good work. Don't forget that.
Okay. Do you need any help? Are you okay?
I'm alright. You get some it's alright.
Alright. Annie, I want you to prepare that second dose of stimulant for me. Okay? And I want you to stay on that heart rate. We need that heart rate to go up. We're doing everything we can to make it go up, but we need it to go up. We just filled his body back up, but now we need it to get moving around his body. Do have a bullet lodged here very, very close to his heart. And I'm going to try and get it out of here. I am very concerned about where it's positioned.
Be well safe. Yeah, you too.
I think these are secure.
I think Hooper's got a lead heart.
It's good that we got tough people in that department, I suppose.
Look at that. Congratulations, Hooper. It's a bullet.
We're just throwing so much at him at the moment.
All right, how's the second 3-3 looking?
I'm working on stitching it closed.
Perfect. Do you have a spare suture needle ready to go?
Yes, I do. Here you
I
go.
will use that for close. Thank you.
We're gonna have to get him rolled over at some point so we can get at the two on the back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to loosen that ligature. I'm nearly done.
Okay, I think we are good with. We're good on both of these 3-3s, I think.
I am concerned with obviously how that bullet was sat in right next to his heart there. We might see some problems down the line, but for now I'm not super concerned. I'm just double checking for anything else before I do close up. Then we can get to those exits.
And his pulse is improving a bit here.
It's good. No more dead deputies in Armadillo. Not allowed.
They must have left him out. It looks like he's got some extra damage. It wasn't gunshot related.
Animal,
maybe,
you think?
Yeah, maybe like maybe birds?
Carrion do come in here quick. In which case,
it is Armadillo.
with the transfusion line that we just removed, Annie, can we maybe switch to IV, or did you fully remove?
The IV's still in here.
Oh, he's still got IV. I see it. I see it. Sorry, I was staring at his chest. Missed the line.
No, you're fine.
So with the animal interference, even higher rate of infection, so definitely be looking to counteract that where we can.
Do we want to stitch that closed with horsehair then?
It doesn't
When we
particularly
get
matter.
there?
Just you can cut it so it's a cleaner cut if you need, but if not, just close it up. The biggest thing is obviously internally contact exposure. Make sure that he's hydrated. Make sure that we're getting all the good things in there to help his body do the healing. We don't do the healing, his body does the healing. We just give it a chance to. And I'm sure Becker can come up with a brilliant cocktail that we can put into the IV, or at least into his care package. I'm thinking feverfew, I'm thinking phenacetin, I'm thinking, it's a good cleaner. Something that boosts the liver. Sure, we can come up with something. And Hooper, if some part of you can hear me, no, whiskey does not boost your liver. And nor does the good tequila.
I suppose we can just say alcohol in general doesn't make it work harder, sure, but
Alright. Closed. We're gonna get him turned over. We should get him turned.
Alright. Can I go ahead and grab his legs here, just aid in rotating his body?
Alright, I'm going to support his head.
I'll give a good old push. On 3?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Alright. Clean. Look for debris. Look for complications. Get them closed.
Alright.
I'm going to work on re-threading this needle. Annie, you're still on that heart for me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Hooper, hang in there for us.
Bone? I'm getting a bit of debris here. Looks like rock and dust and maybe some chips of bone.
Alright. Well, you and me, we're going to work together and get him cleaned up. And then hopefully we can get him in a nice comfy position on one of them cuts. Okay?
Yep.
Keep the debris in case the deputies want it for some reason. Maybe Hoover can turn it into a necklace with his bullet.
Alright, we can put it in this metal pan right here. Alright, we're clear. We can patch these up now.
Annie, if you're alright with his pulse being where it is when you're done counting, I want you just to double check him over for any injuries we've missed, okay?
Okay. His pulse isn't really improving here. Do you think this is a use case for epinephrine? Once we get his injuries closer.
This is a use case for time.
Okay.
Body's been through a lot. Let's give his body some time to process what's going through. If we keep stressing his heart, it's only going to make it spike and then probably drop off on us. Gonna finish up these stitches. And we'll get him up in the cot and comfy and we'll see how he's doing then. If his pulse drops, then we'll look at the epinephrine again.
We're good on the 3-3s back here.
Perfect. Probably
Man, Hooper got a sweet coat.
For too long, too.
Probably,
all right,
yep.
I'll take care of it.
Do we got any other injuries?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
It looked like he was dragged around, so there might be some scratches to his back or something like that.
Probably some lacerations just picked up naturally through that, but I mean, he's got a
Yeah,
good
let's get
thick
some
coat.
bruise
Maybe
ointment
that's
all where we
done
can.
some protection.
And just make sure everything's clean, okay? His body's been through a lot. Let's get it as clean as we can without throwing him in a bathtub. We're still working right now.
Okay,
Here we are.
need to move him someplace to the wagon.
All right, thank you. All right, Moody, if you're done, can you take a look at Hooper's file and see if he's got any next of kin listed?
Yep, will do. Hoop. Thomas Hooper, known as Shit Ass. Thomas Hooper. Yes, he's got his wife here, Mary Dalloway.
All right. And can you speak with deputies and see where he is stationed?
Yep.
Or if they know where
will do.
he lives. And then we can decide from there if we're moving him or leaving him here.
Can I get a deputy to answer some questions for me about Deputy Hooper? Any one of y'all will do. Thank you. Whereabouts is Deputy Hooper stationed?
Here in Armadillo.
Here in Armadillo. Okay. Okay. If we're gonna be moving him, where would we be moving him to?
Well, honestly, I think here in Armadillo is your best bet.
Sure.
But he has a wife, Mary Dalloway. I believe they both live here in Armadillo.
Okay. We do have her listed as next of kin. I was going to be asking about her.
Yeah. She, if he were to be moved out of this town, she'd be the best person to ask. But for now, I'd recommend keeping him here.
Okay. Thank you very much. If I have any more questions, I'll come out and find you.
Thank you, sir. Name is Lee Mock.
I'm sorry. What was that?
My name is Lee Mockerman, if you need me to shout.
Sure, will do. Nice to meet you, Mr. Mockerman. Deputy Mockerman, excuse me. My name is Nurse Robert Moody.
Good to meet you, Mr. Moody.
You as well. Okay. Deputy Mockerman says he is actually stationed here in Armadillo. He thinks his wife also would be here. She would be the best one to consult with if we were to move him somewhere else outside of Armadillo.
All right, then he is staying here. Unless she is somewhere
Very good.
outside.
I don't know, but I can ask Mockerman if he can find her for me, if she is here.
Dalloway, right, you said?
Yes, Mary Dalloway, I think.
I think she's in early duty, so probably at the telegram her.
Very good.
If Fletcher is still lurking somewhere, just double check with him.
Okay. Do any of you fellas know if Dr. Fletcher is still about somewhere?
Last thing go in that direction. By the red room.
Thank you. Dr. Fletcher, are you about?
I am around.
I have a consultation question for you as a senior doctor.
Hold on, Mr. Moody.
Of course.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
All right.
Right.
I'll check on Hooper.
Radio.
Question is, we're fairly certain his wife is the only person listed as next of kin. We are fairly certain she has early duty, so we would need to telegram her in case of movement. He is stationed here.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not entirely sure what I was supposed to come ask you, except that it had to do with telegramming her if that was something we needed to do.
Alive?
I think he does seem to be at the moment.
All right. So his wife. I'm going to be cheeky. Do you have a clipboard I can borrow?
Like this one?
Yeah, like that one, thank you.
Uh-huh. Her name is Mary Dalloway.
Right. Yeah, we want to get a next of kin telegram sent to her. Just let her know he'll be staying here for long-term care. I believe Hooper lives here in Valentine. We can get him set up in the tents outside.
You mean Armadillo?
Yeah. Yeah, Armadillo.
You are tired.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lovely telegram from someone, so
very
I'm
nice.
also. Yeah, it's wonderful. But yes, right. So, what's the last update we have on him? Is he at least stable?
His pulse is still not good, but we've got all the. Oh, thank you for that. His pulse is still not. Pulse is still not good, but we do have all of the gunshot wounds closed. I think the most we can do is just wait, keep him full of pain meds, and hopefully he won't need another blood transfusion. But he's lost a lot, so.
All right. Shall we head back over there? See what's going on?
Yes, in fact.
Because I can see the deputies coming around.
Descending again.
That's because
Oh, okay.
No, that was not true.
Big bump.
Hooper is as stable as they can.
Alright, I think we're looking at a next of kin telegram, Dr. Fletcher said.
Alright.
To Mary to let her know that he's going to be here recovering, I guess, long term.
Mm-hmm. For a while.
Yep.
He is very stubborn and very resilient, but anybody that takes this number of bullets needs a little bit of time.
Yep.
He is going to be watched very closely tonight by local nurses, because obviously he's still not really where we'd like him to be, but we can't force it. And Nurse Moody, as a nurse, maybe put down yourself as somebody to follow up. Come down and see what's going on. See if there's any updates.
Sure.
Okay, great.
All right. I'll go ahead and get started on the file.
Thank you.
Rightio.
Have you done a next of kin telegram before, Moody?
Never.
Okay, in which case I will go and send this one and we can talk about it not tonight because it's very late.
Okay. Yep, sounds
All right,
good.
Sounds good.
He's got a telegram for a bit for his horse.
I'm done with this. I need to get it.
Yeah.
Hey, I catched up or tried to help him with his bubbles.
Appreciate it.
You hungry?
You know, I could eat actually. I gave a bit of blood. Now I'm off duty. I'm being a good boy, as it were. Appreciate it. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna go make sure everything's alright. Telegram gets sent. I'm gonna pop a telegram and then we're gonna head out at least to Blackwater at the minimum. Alright, I'm gonna move.
And
friend,
Mr. Moody.
That would be me, yes. Are you Mr. Ken?
That'd be me.
Alright. Apologies for not checking in earlier.
Yeah, it's fine. Your colleagues were a bit worried about you, that's all.
Oh, were they?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I should have said something when I got to Valentine, but I was directly in and the patient was already arrived, so. Yep. We'll be doing that in the future.
Well, no one's going to blame you for doing your job.
Still, good to know. I've only been with the Department of Health a couple of days now, so still learning. But good things to be aware of for certain. I thought Becker said she was going to work on that file.
You're right. It does look pretty similar to that other guy.
Who?
You were the mission at the Emerald train station the other day, weren't you? G'day. Mr. Moody here. Looks,
Indeed, how do you know?
Hello?
Is my brother here by chance?
Who is your brother?
Victor?
I have not seen Victor. I've not seen Victor today, in fact.
Mr. Beckett was around earlier. He was, I believe, doing security. Then he went off somewhere and I didn't see him.
Alright, Miss Boswell.
Yeah,
I'm hanging in there, hanging in there. How are you?
she was in all green dress and she told me
Like I got shot earlier, so there's that.
You got to stop doing that.
It comes a job, okay?
Yeah, not exactly easy to do, but I can still lecture you a little bit each time, can't I?
Is Lacey alright?
True, because then that means I'm still alive.
Very true, very true.
Or, I didn't see her or her horse around, so maybe she's... Okay, work myself over that. Thank you.
Anything I can do for you?
No, I'm just sitting back here for now while they're going out, since I got shot earlier.
Okay, okay. Dr. Fletcher, I don't know if you would have heard. Did I hear correctly that Becker said she was going to start the paperwork for
yes,
Mr. Hooper? Okay, okay. I was worried about that.
Wait, what? Hold on, how did...
What?
That this is my horse, but I didn't...
You sure? He seems pretty sure that you might have called him.
I didn't. But I didn't. Alright.
Alright.
Right, is Annie...
Still writing up a report inside, I think.
Annie?
I didn't think she was inside.
Okay, went around the back then.
Oh, yep, in the back.
Sure I can.
Yeah, let's do it. Radio, medical wagon shenanigans. We'll get the nurses to take care of the buggy. To Blackwater, please.
Right.
Radio, let's head out.
Radio? He does say that a lot. And I'm gonna probably go off duty once we get there.
Yep, I will be off duty, and I'm gonna relax.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic day from what I've witnessed so far.
Oh, yes.
Welcome to the med gang periphery there, Mr. Ken.
Just Ken's fine.
Well, alright. Just Ken.
Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
I believe at a certain point, Dr. Fletcher, you wondered whether I shared any degree of your humor. Do you know yet?
Yeah, I do. I do. Positively. Happily.
Those were 2 words I don't think I've ever heard before.
Really? Nobody's ever told you do nice work?
Oh, I thought you said something like amicably.
No, I said positively.
Hey, it's Kadarn. How's it going? Yep, midstream. I do it. I do it. I enjoy it.
Are you sure
I just
get on the wagon, miss?
initially just wanted to do it so that I could get a recording of. Actually, my first stream ever was Dr. Gray doing a surgery to Moody way back when. But I wanted to do a. I wanted to actually stream the surgery earlier to Wiley, and then it just. Well, then we got Hoop too, and it's a whole thing. It's great. We are having fun. I will just yell medic law and he'll get out of the way.
Medical emergency.
Or that. We all desperately need to get to Blackwater so we can go to sleep.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, if
It
you want more
happens.
like that, surely it'd be more medical emergency coming through.
No, what we do is sometimes we have a bell, and Birdie will just ring this bell really loud and be like, medical emergency, get out the way.
It wound up being alright.
Maybe I'll need to get more stuff.
So I remember driving past a fellow in St. Benet, and it was, we were transporting someone for a long
Becker
time.
and
just had quite an intensive surgery.
myself
And this
and,
fellow follows us to the medical office. And we get there, and he's like, you almost ran me over. And I said, but did I?
and Fletcher.
But you still almost ran me over. Luckily, we had a sheriff escorting us, and she said, are you going to make this a problem, sir? Like, pray
Taking
they are
us right through
going to
McFarland.
when you were in
Okay.
the back of the wagon.
Perfectly alright. I had that.
Surgery went great. I was really excited to do that simply because, like, Wiley and then Vulture
Man, you're a
last
smart
night
fella.
have made me
Would've been fine.
really happy that I went nurse. Because of the long-term RP potential. Just like being able to follow up with people and check in on things. And there's a little bit that he's been doing with that already for Elise Boswell, because he's patched her up twice and she's got shot already earlier today as well. So just like a, not exactly a Fletcher, like I'm going to be very disappointed in you, but like a, alright, we talked about this. I understand the job keeps you, you know, there, but... Nice to have a transit authority person attached, though.
Oh god, I am ready to go to bed. I'm almost falling asleep in here.
That's alright. We'll get back to Blackwater. I think we're all going off duty. I have a certain person waiting for me.
Is it the one that I think?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right.
And how urgently is that?
Say again?
How urgently is that one?
I mean, I'm going off duty, so it's definitely like, I want to,
Okay, understood. Going quicker.
The problem is that I'm smiling because I'm happy you're going back. See you there, Kabaya?
Yeah, no, I realized, like, as soon as I actually got far enough in that I could look at the clipboard and realize we have 7 doctors, like 15 medics, and 4 nurses, and none of them are seniors. I don't necessarily know that I want to be a senior, but I know if it ever got forced on Moody, or like if he ever got asked about it, he'd be like, okay.
Medical office, because folks will need to clock off. I've already clocked off an armadillo. And then after that, I will bid you all a lovely night, and thank you for the escorts today.
Yes, indeed. The reminders to check in via Telegram are helpful.
It was perfect timing with that one as well.
Medic law, move. Thank you. Yeah, I actually got to pull. I actually got to pull elements of the backstory out yesterday to interact with Vulture, which was amazing.
Strawberry?
Right, you lot keep going. Alright.
Look, if you want to leave here, you can leave here.
No. You lot keep going. I'll keep an eye on the situation. The rest of you go to bed, alright? Get going.
Alright.
Oh, up to the rest of you.
Go on, you lot.
Well, if the senior's telling us.
Yeah, this is your senior making sure you all have a good night's sleep, alright?
Alright, take care.
I will. You lot get some rest, alright? Thank you again for the escorts. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yep, let's that's
Yeah,
that is the cube.
Hello. I was just coming over to tell you that the bank is being...
Yeah. Yeah, you lot get going.
Time to go. Happened just the other day, too.
Well, let's get you off duty before anything happens here.
Yes, please. Not that I mind having to treat somebody, understand, but...
I mean, you've had a few multiple deaths today, from what I understand.
Well, and I've only been around since about 9-ish for that surgery in Valentine earlier. I wasn't necessarily even intending to clock on today, but here I am.
Well, I'm glad I clocked on today, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed, a very, very eventful day for you, I guess.
I'll be telling all my friends about it.
Big yawn, and of course, I still potentially have to switch over to dual. Well, not if Buck doesn't get on.
You alright there?
Yep, doing okay. You alright, Miss Becker?
Yeah. Just super tired.
Sure.
Honestly, that bump woke me up. I think I'm just gonna, oh god, sleep in the lodge here tonight or something.
Well, I was gonna hopefully get that far if I didn't just stop in the office.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can leave you to the welcome center.
That might do. Sound alright to you, Miss Becker?
That sounds perfect.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Ken.
Oh. Yes,
Be
thank
safe.
you very much. Please stay safe.
Don't want to go on there.
No kidding. Great work tonight, Moody.
Thank you.
I'll probably have that paper written up tomorrow, frankly.
Yep.
And I think the only details that I would need...
The popcorn? They took the wagon with the strawberry?
Hello, you two.
I think the only information I'd need from you is just the treatment of the through and through and the debris that you found.
Yep. Treatment was pretty simple, but I can I can fill that out once you've got stuff on there.
Yeah, yeah. Feel free to fill in, you know, whatever.
You can go ahead and put me down as following up down the line, just making sure he's okay.
Sure.
Wherever that would go. I'll glance over it later and be able to figure it out for future stuff. Just
yeah. Feel free to add it in the aftercare notes.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
if it's not there.
Yeah, will do.
All right, you take care.
You as well. I wondered if this door goes anywhere. The side porch! Very cool. We're gonna go ahead and stop streaming. I may be back on later. It depends on whether I notice if Buck is streaming. Because if he is, and we can hash out the conversation with Abdul, then it takes the pressure off to be playing Abdul much over the next week, which will be great. And then I can figure out what I want to do with that. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Holy Hannah, Kadarn. Kadarn? I don't know. Guff, my dude. We got to hunt again in the future. And Ginger, of course, thank you for being here. I might be back later. I might not. Have a good evening.